Greetings, this is Jeffrey Evans. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the account creator, and the process is exactly the same no matter what version of Buddy Enterprise you have, be it Ultimate Edition, SendWire Edition, etc. So when you first start the program, you're going to see this prompt. That's a reminder to clean your cookies, all right? You don't have to, but it's not a bad idea. So the program starts up, and it looks like this. And I'm going to maximize the screen a little bit. Okay. So you see we have places for Gmail and Facebook emails. If you have a legitimate email, I suggest you use it. There are parts of the program that will take advantage of it, but if you don't, that's okay. So we get this show going by clicking Random Details. And when we click Random Details, it puts something in every one of these fields so that you don't have to. Now what we need to do is to create a real email and replace this email with it. And what I'm going to do is create an email on my cPanel. I've created another video that shows how to do that. And I'm going to do it with this name, Stanley Robertson. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the information I used with my email. Now, the IP address up here is the one I'm going to use. It's my proxy for creating accounts. It's also the one that would be attached to my Google account if I'm using a real Google account. Here's my password generated by my cPanel. I just like them because they're nice, long passwords. But be sure that you have copied it down. Okay, let's get back to our document. Here's the email. And there we go. Take note that I'm doing this through TeamViewer on a remote computer, and this is exactly what I do with one of my VPSs because I found this works well on a VPS. If you're interested, we'll give you a link where you can order a VPS for $10 a month that'll handle this for you. So let's go to our email details here. And first I'm going to put in my email address. Let me go back and get that password again. This is a POP3 account. It's without SSL, so the port is going to be 110. And the email server will be mail.the domain name. So here's the domain name. Just put this in place. The next thing we need to do under settings is the proxy. With the proxy, be sure you have the port on here or it will not work. It'll be going through your regular IP. Alright, now since we put this in for proxy, let's go ahead and test this. What it does is it opens up a browser and you can see the IP that's actually being used. And this is my proxy IP. Now, if I leave this here long enough, a little box is going to pop up and tell me everything's okay. If I close it early, the box that pops up will tell me that the proxy's dead. I can ignore that message because I see right here that it's working. But we'll just wait a minute and see if the little box pops up. There it is. Proxy is alive. I'm going to click OK. That box is closed. CAPTCHA settings. If you want us to resolve the Google reCAPTCHA, and as of the moment, we're the only folks I know that are doing this. For CAPTCHA services, you need to choose ToCAPTCHA. And then you put in your API key, and you don't have to put anything else in. Here where it says CAPTCHA solve attempts, I generally use 3. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to put my API key in, and then I'm going to click the test button. And if everything's okay, it'll come back and tell me what my balance is. Now I have entered my API key, and I push the test button, and it comes back and it gives me what my balance is, so I know everything's okay. I've moved this little box over on top of my API key because I don't want to give that away to everybody. And so now we're going to move back to the account creator. Here on the account creator page, there's one more thing we can do to make our life simple. We come up here to Save Load Profile, and we click Save Profile and wait just a moment. And what it's going to do is save all the parameters we've set up, all the data that's on the page, into a file by the lastname.txt. So I can see here it has saved it into robertson.txt. So if anything happens, everything's there and I can go back to it, no problem. Now I need to select sites, and the options you have here will depend on what version you have. Let me scroll down here a little bit, and you see there's all sorts of choices here. But you may only have one choice. It may just be SendWire site. So if I were to click SendWire, it's going to go in here and it's going to choose all of the non-PVA accounts. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to say select none, and I'm just going to manually pick a couple. I'm going to pick Bitly and Digo. All right. So these are the two we're going to create accounts for. We could create accounts for all of them, but that would be very time consuming. The object of the way we have the creator set up now is that you can tell it to run and you can walk away from it. So here we are. We've selected our sites. Everything's ready to go. I'm going to click Create Accounts now. Oh, yeah, should be good. So it opens up a new window for each account that it's going to create. Creates the account, puts in the basic information, solves the CAPTCHA, does whatever else is required, closes the window, and opens the window for the next account to be created. This is a part I love. Nobody's actually made this work before. Not that we've seen anyway. Taking a little longer than I like. Here we go. Looks like they're still missing that third bicycle. Good. CAPTCHA was solved successfully. There are delays built in throughout the account creator to simulate human conditions. We don't want this to look like a robot to the Web 2.0 properties. Another good reason to set it up and walk away. Window closed. Now we're going to open a new window for the next account. Here's Daigo. CAPTCHA solved. A little reminder from Daigo to activate the email. This prompt here I may take out is saying that all the manual captchas are done. The only manual captcha left in the system is LiveJournal, and that's because it's a puzzle. If you choose LiveJournal, it will come up first. I'm going to click OK. It says account creation is complete. I'll click OK again. I may actually remove both of those. The next thing we need to do, the last thing we need to do, is to confirm the emails. Now, something we didn't do when we were over in settings is under email details, we could have clicked test and made sure that all of our information was here correct. I'm going to go ahead and click it, show you what it looks like when you get a positive response. It says 2 emails found, successfully connected. No surprise, because we just created 2 accounts. If you were starting with a Google account, you would probably have more emails than that. Going back to the Account Creator tab, I'm going to click Confirm Emails. Notice up top there's a status that constantly tells you what's going on. If you want to see what's going on while it's running, feel free to move the program where it's not being blocked by the browser. Inside these accounts, there are different things that have to be done. Sometimes it's just clicking a link. Sometimes you have to actually go and log into the account. Sometimes after you log in, you've got to provide it a code, but the system handles everything. Let's watch what's happening here. You'll also notice that when it puts in information, it doesn't simply copy and paste it. It types it in to simulate that human element. So if there's anything else that needs to be done, like Tumblr has quite a few steps, the program goes through and does it. And then when everything's done, you get the status up here that says emails confirmed and you are finished. As I said, this is the same for every version of Buddy Enterprise. Thanks for watching.